So, you're thinking about Thailand. I mean, thousands of people come here for an amazing vacation, but a surprising number end up accidentally making it their new home. The thing is, making that jump, it's not always so smooth. So that's what we're going to break down today. How to go beyond just surviving here and actually live and even thrive in the land of smiles. Let's get right into it.
When you think of Thailand, what pops into your head? It's probably this, right? Picture-perfect beaches, food that's just out of this world, a culture that's buzzing with life. It's the ultimate paradise. And you know what? It absolutely can be.
But there's another side to that paradise coin. For a lot of folks who move here totally unprepared, that dream can slam right into some very real-world problems. We're talking everything from the constant headache of visa runs to scams you just do not see coming. It can get overwhelming and fast.
And that really gets to the heart of it. You'll hear this saying a lot, and it's popular for a reason. So many newcomers make the exact same, pretty costly mistakes. They learn lessons they totally could have skipped if they just had a little bit of inside info beforehand.
And that brings us to what this whole explainer is about, navigating that big gap between the dream and the reality. To make this really hit home, let's talk about someone we'll just call Daniel. His journey is the perfect example of what can go wrong and, thankfully, what can eventually go right.
So when Daniel first landed, he figured it was going to be a total breeze. I mean, cheap food, endless parties, what could possibly go wrong? Well, within just 2 weeks, he'd already paid like 3 times the normal price for taxis, signed a lease for an apartment in a neighborhood he absolutely hated, and had a super close call with a classic tourist scam. He was learning everything the hard way.
You see, Daniel's first big mistake was that he didn't really stop to think about where he should actually live. And this, right here, is the first and most critical decision you have to make. It seriously sets the tone for your entire experience in Thailand.
So before you even open up a map, you got to ask yourself this one simple question. What kind of life do you want here? Are you here for the crazy nightlife? Are you looking for quiet and nature? Or are you all about adventure? Your answer is going to determine pretty much everything that follows.
And really, it kind of breaks down into 2 main vibes. If you want parties and just nonstop action, then cities like Pattaya or Phuket are definitely your go-to spots. But if you're looking for a more peaceful, chilled-out life surrounded by nature, you'd be a whole lot happier somewhere like Chiang Mai or Hua Hin. Matching your city to your lifestyle, it's totally non-negotiable.
Okay, so once you've picked a city, your next big challenge is finding a place to live. And let's be real, this is going to be your single biggest expense every month. Getting it right is crucial for your budget. Oh, and here's a little pro tip for you. If you want to lock in the best long-term deals, having a local Thai bank account makes everything about 1,000,000 times easier. Let's just use Pattaya as an example so you can see what I mean. Your costs are all over the place depending on how long you stay. A short-term hotel or Airbnb could run you thousands a month, but a long-term condo rental, which is basically just an apartment, usually in a nice building with a pool and a gym, that can be as low as $300. A townhouse gives you more space, like a multi-level home. The key takeaway here is simple. Committing to a longer lease is going to save you a massive amount of money. Okay, so you've got your city, you've got your apartment. Now what? Well, to really navigate day-to-day life, you need the right tools. And this is the point where Daniel realized that without the right technology, life in Thailand is like 10 times harder than it needs to be.
Now, these apps aren't just helpful, they are absolutely essential. For getting around, apps like Bolt and Grab will save you from getting overcharged by taxis, period. For communication, literally everyone uses Line. And Google Translate, it's an absolute lifesaver. Honestly, downloading these before you even get on the plane is one of the smartest moves you can make.
But you know, apps can't save you from everything. Now, just look at this number for a second. $3,000. What in the world do you think that's for?
That is the amount a tourist was forced to pay for a tiny little scratch on a jet ski. A scratch that, by the way, was probably already there before he even got on it. This is one of the most infamous scams in Thailand, and trust me, it catches people every single day.
So, the most important thing is just to be aware. That jet ski scam, it's huge in Pattaya. Taxis trying to overcharge you is a constant battle in Bangkok. And the gem scam is a classic trick you gotta watch out for. Just knowing that these things exist is half the battle. But hey, surviving in Thailand isn't just about avoiding the bad stuff. It's about embracing the good. And that all starts with respecting the culture. These 4 rules right here, they're fundamental. The monarchy is deeply, deeply respected.
A person's head is considered sacred, so never touch it. Feet are considered the lowest part of the body, so don't point them at people. And of course, take your shoes off before going into a temple or someone's house. It all ties into this core cultural idea of saving face, which is all about avoiding confrontation and showing respect. It's really the social glue of Thailand. Following these simple rules helps you blend in, and once you've figured out how to survive, well, the next step is to actually thrive. So let's look at how you can transform your trip to Thailand from just a temporary visit into a real sustainable life.
For a lot of foreigners, especially in big tourist areas like Pattaya and Phuket, starting a business is a really popular way to go. The service industry here is just massive, with all kinds of opportunities in hospitality, real estate, and tourism. Basically, you're setting up a business that caters to the constant flow of travelers and other expats. However, and this is a big one, it's just as important to know what you can't do. Thai law protects a lot of jobs just for Thai citizens, which is why these rules are in place. So, no, you're not going to be a tour guide or a taxi driver. Understanding this from the start is key to planning your career here.
Another path to thriving here is through investing, especially in real estate. Foreigners can legally own condominiums, and as you can see from this chart, the rental returns are pretty attractive. We're often talking between 5 and 10% a year. For pool villas, that return can be even higher. It's a really solid way to generate an income for yourself.
Which of course brings us back to Daniel. After that really rough start, he learned the rules, he found his city, and he started a small tourism business. And just 1 year after he almost gave up, he wasn't just surviving anymore. He had built a home, a business, and a real life for himself in Thailand.
Daniel's story really proves that Thailand can absolutely change your life for the better. It offers an incredible lifestyle that's just so hard to find anywhere else in the world. So the only question left is, with everything we've covered today, are you ready to do it the right way?